channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you why layers are important. As you can see, I've already done the outline on a different layer. So for me to know what layer I'm working on, I've renamed the layer the outline layer. And let me show you what you do when you have separate layers. So I have a new layer added above the outline layer, and if I try to paint or do anything on that new layer above the layer, this is the result it's going to give out. So I'm trying to add in a color for the skin base, and I'm doing it on a layer above the outline layer. So while I'm doing the stroking of the brushes, you can see that every painting I'm doing is blocking out the outline that I've already done, because this is not right. The layer is not supposed to be above the layer, and even when I try to blend in the color or paint in the color manually without going over the shadings over the outline layer, you can see it still doesn't feels right. So what you do is you erase everything you've done on that layer and make sure that the layer is completely below the outline layer, because that's where you want the layer to be. So once the layer is below the outline layer, and any drawings you make on that new layer below the outline layer is going to appear below the outline. So as you can see, everything I'm doing is appearing below the outline layer that I've done before. So when you're done painting in the color, you can rename that layer so you know what you're doing. And as far as you've made the coloring on that particular layer, so if you try to erase or clean out anything, it's only going to affect anything you've made on that skin layer. For example, I'm on skin layer, so anything I'm erasing out is only going to affect things that I've done on skin layer, and it will not affect anything that I've done on the outline layer. So looking at it, you can see that nothing is affecting the outline layer. Again, it's very important to know where to put your layers and what position you want it to be. Either it's going to be above or below any sketch you've done or any painting you've done. So for example, now I have a new layer above the skin layer, which tells me that anything I'm doing is going to be above the skin and it's going to be below the outline, because the position where you place the layer in is very important. Once it's above the outline layer, it's going to cover everything you've done above the outline. Once it's below the outline, the skin layer, anything you're doing is going to be below everything you've done, every shading you've done. So knowing the position of where you want your layers to be is very important. So now I'm going to make a new marking on that new layer that I added. As you can see, anything I do is only affected by the layer I am on. So for example, now if I try to erase out a mistake I've done on a different layer, it's not going to work. I'm trying to erase out the black line, but I'm on the wrong layer. It's not working. So I'm going back to the layer which I've made that black marking on, and because I did the black marking on the green with the green painting on the same layer, any erasing I'm doing on that layer is also going to affect the green painting because they are done on the same layer. So my advice for anyone trying to do cartoons on Adobe Draw or any other digital platform, make sure you have all your paintings on different layers, because you can always go back to that layer to make correction or make adjustment to that layer, unless you're comfortable enough that you're not going to make any correction. Then you can merge the layer with any layer you're comfortable with. Thanks for watching, and do subscribe to my channel to see more videos.